Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Shoe City Scoop. I'm your host, Mayor Bill Carpenter. The James Edgar Playground is one of 5 playgrounds that are serving as sites for the Mayor's Summer Parks program that kicked off officially on Monday, July 7th. From 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday, youngsters between the ages of 7 and 12 can come out to the playgrounds for supervised fun, sports, athletics, and also a free, healthy lunch every day. So the playgrounds that will be hosting the program at are the James Edgar Playground, the Ash Street Playground, the Gilmore School, North Junior High, and the O'Donnell Playground. So for youngsters between the ages of 7 and 12, be sure to send them out to one of those 5 playgrounds all summer long for 8 weeks beginning on Monday, July 7th. We'll have college and high school students as counselors. We'll have sports and athletics such as basketball and soccer, and we'll also be serving a free healthy lunch to any youngster that's at the parks on those dates. Now, we did have the official dedication ceremonies for that brand new James Edgar Playground recently. Take a look. As I was driving over here, I couldn't help but think I wish Ginny Curtis was here to see this today, because I think she would have been most proud of what this park looks like today. And I guess, Senator, we need to work on a way to, with the council, to remember her in a special way here.
We have a couple of plans.
Okay.
For Virginia and for Connie Splain.
Yeah, that would be great. Right, 2 great people who dedicated their lives here. I do need to take a minute to thank a lot of the folks who have made this project and this day possible, beginning with the governor and in particularly the Executive Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs that provided the grant funding for this project. I want to personally thank our state legislative delegation led by Senator Kennedy. You don't get this type of state funding unless you have a proactive legislative delegation that's working for us up on Beacon Hill. So, Senator, I appreciate the efforts of the legislative delegation.
The labor of love.
All right, particularly here in the shadow of your home. I also want to mention the Brockton Redevelopment Authority, Robert Jenkins. The BRA was also a partner in this project, and there was an allocation of CDBG funds that also made this project possible. And Councilor Monahan, this is his ward, and I do also want to mention, along with Tom Monahan, a former council at large, Todd Petty, was also very instrumental working with Tom in the early part of this project to lead the way and advocate for this this new playground. And Mr. Frizzell, the Parks Commission, to all the Parks Commissioners, thank you for your support. And to Tim Carpenter, thank you very much, Tim, for your outstanding work overseeing the renovation of this park. I'm excited about today for a lot of reasons, and really for what you see going on right behind us here. Basketball being played on basketball courts, soccer being played on former tennis courts, volleyball, and directly behind us, young children playing in a playground and out on the splash pad in a hot day. When we talk about taking a neighborhood approach to reclaiming our city and getting Brockton back to where it should be, this is what we're talking about right here. Neighborhoods reclaiming ownership of open spaces in their neighborhoods, and we are going to go park by park, playground by playground, and clean them up, keep them well lit, safe, and make them available for the residents of the neighborhoods to use. We will continue to do everything we can to support those efforts and to lead the way, restabilizing neighborhoods, beginning with reducing crime, but also in empowering the residents and getting folks back out of their houses and back into the open spaces like the James Edgar Playground. And I want to take this opportunity to announce that the city has now received another grant from the Office of Energy and Environmental Affairs to rebuild another playground on Mulberry Street on the city's east side. And we're very excited about that. That particular playground, thank you. That playground has been vacant and abandoned for some time. It's abandoned, it's in disrepair. It's in a neighborhood that's had some struggles. And so we will move on to there. I believe we're looking at breaking ground before the end of the summer and having that playground completed before the end of the year. So I hope to have you all back sometime this fall to see a beautiful new playground over on Mulberry Street as we continue to reinvest in the neighborhoods of the city and we continue to reclaim ownership of the neighborhoods of the city. So for everyone involved that helped make today possible, thank you very much, and we look forward to this. This is the beginning of an ongoing campaign to take control of our city and reclaim our open spaces. Thank you.
2, 3.
There we go.
Hey, good job.
While we have many downtown construction projects currently underway, the station Lofts is the first to be completed. It was a great day as we had the official opening.
Mayor, I'd like to invite you up. Morning, everyone. I was a couple minutes late arriving this morning, walking over from City Hall because I had to walk around all the construction. So I hope I continue to have that problem for many years to come. It's funny thinking about Stahl and Dean here in the building and how deeply rooted they are in the history of the city. I have 5 sons that all played hockey, and when they were kids growing up here in Brockton, their Brockton youth hockey jerseys were manufactured by Stahl and Dean right in this building. So Stahl and Dean, very much a part of the history of this city, and it's great the way that Jason has been able to preserve that. You know, I am really excited about this project. You know, this is the type of development we need in this city to bring our downtown back to life. And you know, you look around the downtown, there are many projects in various stages of development, but it was Jason who led the way. It's Jason who has completed a project, and others will follow Jason's lead, contributing to Brockton's downtown recovery. So I just want to personally thank Jason for his commitment to the downtown. I also want to make sure that I acknowledge the state, the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, who is a key partner in many of the things that you see going on here in downtown. They came through for the city on this project. Particularly, I'd like to acknowledge Marty Jones of Mass Development and Aaron Goldstein of the Department of Housing and Community Development. They have put their faith in the city of Brockton, and I am very grateful for that. Thank you. And B21 also played an important role in this project, and we're excited about a new reinvigorated B21 that you're going to be hearing a lot about this year. But when she was there, Mary Waldron at B21 was a big part of this building happening, and I think Jason will be the first to tell you, without Mary, I don't think he would have got this project done. So Mary, thank you very much. And I also have to take a minute to thank the folks within city government, the department heads, the employees, many of whom are here this morning, who worked really hard to make sure this project became a reality. And that is so key to me, because this shows the development community that the city of Brockton and Brockton city government can work together as a partnership with the private sector. And when you take a look at this completed project, this is proof that we are ready, willing, and able to partner with developers to bring back the city of Brockton. So thank you to the folks who work in City Hall and played a big part of this. And I'll leave you by reminding everyone in the room that when Brockton is home, everything is within reach. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jason.
Recently, I had a chance to join John Jerzyk, the president of the Good Samaritan Medical Center, for a tour of the facility. In particular, we had a chance to see the brand new emergency services area, along with the trauma room, the cardiac catheterization lab, and the special care nursery for newborns. Join me as we take a walk through the Good Samaritan Hospital.
When patients come in, if there is open beds, they just come in. If it's later in the day and there are no open beds, they get triaged out here. We're able to send lab work on them. We're able to give medications out here. And we
Wow.
have a rapid assessment provider, which is a mid-level provider, out here at 2 o'clock. So people are seen when they walk in the door, basically.
So there's
get going.
some at least preliminary treatment right
Absolutely,
away
yeah.
while you're waiting to get him
Lab
into an
work,
actual
simple
ER bed.
X-rays,
Yeah,
things like that. This is our critical room.
yeah, yeah.
And we have 2 beds here. We have OR overhead lighting here. We have enough oxygen setups for 6 people. So theoretically, if we had a large
An accident with a
casualty,
number of victims,
we'd be able
yeah.
to put about 6 people in this room.
Wow, wow.
Yep, and we have our rescue equipment here for 9 ambulances, and then we have another like offload space down there. We also have a helicopter pad just beyond that. We don't get people here, but they'll sometimes
send them out
utilize it in the
sometimes, yeah.
community, and we'll send people out.
Yeah.
This
So this is all new out here
this
now
is
too,
all-
right? Yeah.
This is something that is really nice for the EMS providers. In the old emergency department, they simply had a counter, but when we built the new one, we thought about them, and we actually have a workroom for them. So
Wow.
they'll be able to come in, they do their computer work, they print
So
it
these are
off.
for the EMTs that are coming in on the ambulances, and
Yep.
when they deliver someone to you, they've got some paperwork
And
of
they've
their
got a
own that
place
they
to
have to
do it.
complete, so they can
Yeah.
sit down and,
Yes.
Yeah.
We have very good working relationships with the pre-hospital providers.
Really?
We do. We actually
Yeah.
have this, which I think is
Oh,
like
yeah.
our pride and joy. It was an eco project of a young man from Easton.
Wow.
Every patch from every community fire department in Massachusetts. So half of it here and half of it out there.
Wow.
So it's a nice little tribute.
that's amazing, yeah.
Well, the emergency department represents the front door of the hospital. Majority of our patients who are admitted to the hospital come through the emergency
That's
department.
correct.
Yeah.
And when you consider anyone who comes by ambulance, 80% chance that you'll be admitted if you come in by ambulance.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
It is definitely our front door.
Yeah, I can think, I mean, that makes perfect sense. I know my years raising 6 kids, you know, we didn't have very many admissions, but we had a lot of trips to the emergency room over the years.
Very
So
true.
I think this is probably the part that the public is most likely to identify you with. Bill Carpenter.
Berger.
Nice to
Very
meet you,
nice to meet
Dr.
you.
Berger. Great to appreciate you
how are you, John?
bringing us in for take a look around.
Well, this is the cardiac cath lab, which we're very proud of and very excited about.
Now, for folks that don't know what a cardiac cath lab is, can you just give me a little background as to?
It's basically an X-ray room.
Yeah.
It's about $1 million room, and we
Wow.
do a procedure called a cardiac catheterization, which
Yeah.
is an X-ray test.
Yeah,
So we put an IV in the wrist or in the leg and take pictures with X-ray dye to look to see if people have blockages in the arteries of the heart.
yeah,
And
yeah.
if so, to fix them with balloons and little metal coils called
so you actually
stents.
do those procedures right in
Those
here?
procedures right here. Yeah.
Wow.
And we're actually very busy. We've grown about 50% in volume in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I guess for a 57-year-old male who doesn't eat properly or exercise like he should, I better take a good look around, huh?
Our last 3 MIs
This
were,
mayor job is killing me.
a national goal called door to balloon time, from when the
Okay.
time a patient rolls through your emergency room door until the time you actually restore flow down an artery. Because with
Okay.
a heart attack, an artery is 100% blocked typically.
Okay,
And the national goal was under 90 minutes, because the longer that artery is occluded, the more damage to the heart muscle, the
Yeah.
lower the chance of survival from the heart attack. We're averaging, you can probably tell me the numbers, but it's probably in the 40-minute range. 40 to 45
Really?
minutes.
so less than half or half or
Shortest
less
was
of the
15
national goal?
minutes.
Really?
We average in the 40s for those balloons.
Now, does that get back to that whole triage thing at the front door of identifying someone properly to get them in?
Pre-hospital notification, most of the paramedics in the region are doing 12-lead electrocardiograms out in the field and on the streets, and they
I see.
will radio ahead if they have somebody who they identify as having a heart attack. And
Yeah.
if it's daytime or we're physically here, we'll actually meet them at the ambulance bay and take a quick
Really?
look at the EKG. If it's real, we don't even stop in the emergency room. We're
Really?
straight here.
And that allows you to save a ton of
It
time.
saves a
then.
lot of
Saves a lot
time.
of
Once you
time,
put
yeah.
somebody in a room, on average, about 45 minutes delay.
Right.
By the time they get evaluated and assessed.
So if you're given the notification on the way in, you're able to basically get them at the door and get them right in
Hugely
here if this
helpful.
is
We
what
have-
they
We have a
need.
great partnership with the paramedics.
I'm a father of 6, so I've spent some time in maternity rooms over the years. So.
Okay, well,
And I
this-
don't think many of them were as nice as this, though.
This is one of our labor rooms.
Okay.
So our moms labor, deliver, and recover in the same room, and then they would move together as a couplet out to the maternity unit. We're a baby-friendly hospital.
Yeah.
Which means that This is a specific designation that our hospital has achieved. It's only the
Okay.
6th hospital in the state of Massachusetts.
Really?
And first Stewart
As
Hospital.
baby friendly.
Baby
Yeah?
friendly, which means that we promote the mother-baby couplet, skin-to-skin bonding. We educate our patients on the benefits of breastfeeding
Yeah?
as the best choice, but
Right.
we also support mother's choice.
Right, right.
Giving them that
Right.
opportunity. But evidence-based research has shown that it's best for moms and babies to stay together, so
Yeah.
that's what we try to promote.
So even from right to the beginning of the experience, when the mom is coming in labor, basically just coming into one room and staying here until ready to, till after the birth and ready to move
Correct.
into an overnight room. You're talking about one of the most famous hospitals in the
Exactly.
world.
Right.
And that, I think, just the reassurance that that would give to the parents of a baby who has a special need or a risk of some sort, the fact that the Children's Hospital connection begins right here. And if they have to go into Children's, you've got the mechanism to get them back here as soon as you can.
Correct. And
Get 'em
and
back
if a
close
baby
to home.
had to go into Boston, there's a specialized team that comes right here from Children's with a specialized isolate to move the baby
Really?
right into town.
Wow,
You know, whether it be Children's or sometimes they would go to St. Elizabeth's.
Mhm. depending, yeah.
To help
Now,
them.
I'm just curious about how many babies a year are born here at
Just about
Good Sam.
1,000 right now.
1,000?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But we're
We
hoping to
can't
increase
register them
that.
to vote right then, right away. It's just- yeah.
Should put it on the birth certificate like
Yeah.
the driver's license.
We play music overhead every time there's a new baby delivered, so you can
Oh, is
look at
that right?
those
Yeah.
future
The lullaby.
constituents.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it's
nice.
It's a nice thing. When I became the manager, we put that into effect.
Yeah.
And it just lets everybody in the hospital like stop
Yeah.
for a second and go, oh, a new life was
Well,
just.
I mean, I could see that with life in a hospital where you deal with so much illness and pain and things like that, that
positive.
this is the department where it's really positive, yeah.
After all these years, every time a baby's born, I still get goosebumps.
Still get excited, yeah.
I still get that feeling of,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
You know, praise God.
Yeah.
Yeah, visit us
Thanks
at
very
Good
much.
Samaritan.
And welcome to Brockton. It's
Thank
great
you
to
very
have
much.
you here, and we're certainly looking forward to working with you, and particularly
as are we.
in outreach efforts into the community. Anytime we
Very
can
good.
partner
We're
on
a
something,
community partner.
we'd love
so
to do that.
Please call on us.
All right, sounds
All
great.
right,
Thank you, John. Great to
All
see
righty.
you. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for the invitation, and to Cynthia and to James. Congratulations on the opening of the new business, and thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you to Chris and everyone from the Metro South Chamber for organizing this grand opening. I'm excited because this is a Main Street business. It's a minority-owned business. It's in the heart of the Campello Business District, and those are all types of businesses we're trying to help to grow and expand and thrive here in the city of Brockton. So I couldn't be happier to have you join the business community here at City Hall. We're here to try to help you in any way we can to help your business thrive. We want you to grow and expand and hire employees and pay taxes. So we're excited about that, and particularly here in the Campello Business District, where we've really made a big commitment to the center core business districts in the city, including Campello. So I'm hungry, so I'm not going to talk too much. I came by to get a bite to eat, but we want to wish you the best with your new business. We're here to support you in any way we can, and we look forward to your great success here.
They're real happy that you guys came out here. Cynthia has catering background. She caters all types of events, baby showers, sweet 16s, any type of event you guys need. She's there. Cynthia and Jimmy also have goals that they wish that they can reach with your help, of course. She hopes that by offering comfort, Southern-style food at reasonable prices, this will be a place where families can come and gather together and enjoy it. She also hopes that in the future, God permitting, her and Jimmy can open up, hopefully, some more new restaurants in Brockton and the surrounding areas. So again, we welcome you all. I hope you guys come by. They also deliver, so come by, give them a call, and enjoy the rest of the food.
Go ahead. Hey! We're back here on Shoe City Scoop. I'm your mayor, Bill Carpenter. Student safety is a top priority of this administration, and recently, through the city's participation in the Safe Routes to School program with the state, we were able to obtain funding for brand-new sidewalks leading into the Brookfield Elementary School. We have a great ceremony here today, cutting the ribbon to the brand-new sidewalks that have been installed in the neighborhood in the vicinity of the Brookfield Elementary School. These sidewalks were funded by the Department of Transportation Safe Routes to School program, and we'll hear from them in just a couple of moments. But I think this is a great example of the city and the schools being able to collaborate with the state and with federal funds involved in making a great project happen here. The neighborhood around the Brookfield Elementary School, a neighborhood that I actually live in, we have a lot of families with young children who walk back and forth to this school every day, and by putting these beautiful sidewalks in, it is definitely a much safer trip for our students getting back and forth to school now. And I've always felt that student safety begins from the moment the child leaves the house in the morning until the moment they get back safely in the door at the end of the day. And this sidewalk project goes a long way towards making the children walking back and forth to the Brookfield Elementary School safe. One of the great things I love about this program is it's not just new sidewalks. It's also education, safe walking and safe bicycle curriculum that was brought into the school, so that not only we're providing the safe sidewalks, but we're really teaching the kids safe practices in terms of walking to school and riding their bikes to school. And that's a great piece of it. And it's ironic, just to underscore how critically important this is, that our chief of police, riding his bicycle, was hit by a car on his day off in Hingham, and he's hospitalized and he's going to be okay, but he's got some pretty significant injuries. So, this walking and riding bikes along the roadways can be hazardous, even when you're the chief of police and you've been riding a bicycle for a long time and you have all the protective equipment on. But it's great to have everyone here today. I know on behalf of not just the city, but the folks who live, the families who live in this neighborhood, love the new sidewalks and how much safer we've made it for our kids walking to this school.
It is wonderful to be here today, and so many good things happen when you collaborate. Thank you to the Department of Transportation, to the Old Colony Planning Council, to so many of the city workers that made this happen for these children standing in front of you. And as the mayor said, if you live in this neighborhood, this is absolutely beautiful. The children are safe. All roads lead to things that happen for kids as far as education, things that happen when kids come back and have fun. Families come and support our schools. So this will be here for many, many years to come, for many, many children that'll walk, ride, or however they get to school. So thank you, and I'd be remiss if, again, I didn't mention Principal Val Brower, who they have done an excellent job. I think is it Walk on Wednesdays?
Walk on Wednesdays.
And I know families get out there in all kinds of weather, and kids have opportunities to walk with their parents, to walk with their families. What greater things can happen than when you get to spend time with your children before those few minutes before school starts. So thank you to everybody, and take it away. We'll see what happens.
Thank you, Superintendent. And I also want to make sure and acknowledge that City Councilor at Large Shana Barnes is here with us today. And Shana, will invite you to come up and join us for the ribbon cutting, because I think it's time to officially open these beautiful new sidewalks, this safe route to the Brookfield School. All right, let's cut the ribbon.
Got it, guys.
Yay!
There you go.
Well, congratulations to Louis on the opening of his new business. I'm really excited to be here for a lot of reasons, to be here with John Marion and some of the other people here, because this is the future of Main Street. This is the future of downtown Brockton. Louis is a Brockton kid who grew up here, who first started fixing computers out of his mother's house years ago, who's as Brockton as anyone can be, who's chosen to stay here, open a business here, work here, raise his family here.
A lot of the people spent their own, time and money to get kids like me occupied and, learning about the Word of God, and I took advantage of that. The reason that I asked for you guys all to be here is because you guys have played a major part, and it's not much to show for but who I am today and what I will be tomorrow. Like I said, I don't have much to say, but I'm doing my best for me to continue this process that I'm doing today. And the next time I open a business, hopefully I have more to say. And the third time I open a third business, I'll have even more to say.
Thanks so much. Well, let me call you right back, all right?
As we wrap up this week's edition of Shoe City Scoop, we want to send get well wishes out to our police chief, Bob Hayden, who is continuing to recuperate and recover from the injuries sustained in his recent accident. We're looking forward to having the chief back at the station real soon. My name is Mayor Bill Carpenter, and I remind you, when Brockton is home, everything is within reach.